You've heard fun facts, but not like these. From frogs giving birth through their mouths to a planet made of diamond, these truths are so strange they sound made up. Yet everyone is real. Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about science and nature. They may strut around like they own the sidewalk, but pigeons are surprisingly smart. In scientific studies, pigeons have learned to recognize words, identify spelling errors, and even differentiate between real and fake English words. They don't understand the meanings, but they can recognize visual patterns in letters, much like young children learning to read. Using touchscreens, researchers trained pigeons to peck at actual words, proving their visual processing power is far greater than we thought. It's a breakthrough that's reshaping how we see bird intelligence. So next time a pigeon eyes your sandwich, remember, it might be smarter than it looks. Most things shrink when they freeze, but water breaks the rules. When water turns to ice, it expands by about 9% in volume. This is why frozen pipes burst and why ice floats in your drink. The molecules rearrange into a crystalline structure. That takes up more space. It's also the reason lakes freeze from the top down, allowing aquatic life to survive underneath. This anomaly has massive implications for life on Earth. Without it, entire ecosystems would collapse. Sometimes it's the weird exceptions in nature that make life possible. The color of blue eyes is an illusion. Unlike brown or green eyes, which get their color from melanin, blue eyes have no blue pigment at all. Instead, the blue hue comes from light scattering, a phenomenon called the Tyndall effect. Where shorter, blue wavelengths reflect more than longer red ones, it's the same effect that makes the sky appear blue. Every person with blue eyes shares a common ancestor, dating back about 6,000 to 10,000 years. That's right, this rare trait comes from a single genetic mutation. Blue eyes are a trick of the light, rooted in evolution. Cows have a favorite playlist, and it's not heavy metal. Research shows that cows produce more milk when listening to soothing music like classical or slow-tempo tunes. The calming sounds help reduce stress, which directly affects milk production. Songs with a tempo of 60-80 beats per minute have the greatest effect. Just like humans, cows have emotional responses to their environment. Farmers even create curated playlists to keep the herd relaxed and happy. It's a perfect example of how mental wellness isn't just human, it's also bovine. When the mood is right, the milk flows better. Your strands of hair are far stronger than they appear. A single human hair can hold up to 100 grams, and collectively a full head of hair could support about 12 tons. That's roughly the weight of 2 elephants. Hair's strength comes from a tough protein called keratin, which is also found in nails and animal hooves. It's both flexible and incredibly tensile, making it a biological marvel. Engineers study it for creating stronger synthetic fibers. Despite being so fine, hair is one of nature's most durable materials. So go ahead, appreciate every strand. You're wearing a built-in superfiber. Chop a worm in half, and it may just grow back, depending on the species. Some planarian worms have the astonishing ability to regenerate their entire body, including organs, nerves, and even brain tissue. Each segment can develop into a completely new worm, effectively cloning itself. This remarkable skill is due to pluripotent stem cells that remain active throughout their life. Scientists are studying these creatures to unlock secrets about human regeneration and tissue repair. In the boss world of biology, worms are silent, squishy superheroes. What they lack in glamour, they make up for in sheer survival power. Those perfectly smooth, snack-sized baby carrots didn't grow that way. They're just regular carrots that have been trimmed and polished to look more appealing. The idea was created in the 1980s to reduce food waste from misshapen or broken carrots that couldn't be sold. These baby-cut carrots are tumbled in machines that peel and round them into uniform shapes. The result? A billion-dollar industry in convenient veggie snacks. So while they may look like a separate variety, they're just carrot makeovers. It's a brilliant example of how marketing can change our eating habits. Somewhere out there, there's a planet made almost entirely of diamond. Known as 55 Cancri, this exoplanet is twice the size of Earth and orbits a nearby star in the Cancer constellation. Due to its carbon-rich composition and immense pressure, scientists believe a large portion of the planet is composed of crystalline diamond. Temperatures on its surface reach over 4,000 degrees Celsius, making it a literal hell world glittering with luxury. It's a reminder that the universe is stranger and more valuable than we can imagine. Forget rings, space has full diamond worlds. Every second, around 100 lightning bolts hit the Earth. That adds up to roughly 8 million strikes every day. Most of these happen in tropical regions, especially in places like Venezuela's Lake Maracaibo, where massive storms occur nearly 300 nights a year. Lightning forms when electrical charges build up between clouds and the ground, releasing immense energy in a flash. A single bolt can heat the air to 30,000 K, 5 times hotter than the surface of the sun. It's nature's electric show, powerful, unpredictable, and constant. And yet most of us never see more than a few per year. Try it? Pinch your nose and hum. Can't do it, right? That's because humming requires air to pass through your nasal cavity, creating sound vibrations. When your nostrils are blocked, that airflow is cut off, and the hum simply stops. It's one of those quirky body mechanics we never think about. The next time someone tells you they're a great hummer, give them the nose test. It's a fun way to explore how breath control and resonance work, and it's proof that even the simplest sounds have rules. Ever bobbed for apples? They float for a reason. Apples are made up of about 25% air, trapped within their spongy cells. This makes their overall density lower than water, causing them to float. That's why they work so well in carnival games and fruit bowls. It's not just a fun fact. It's a lesson in buoyancy and structure. Other fruits like bananas or grapes sink because they lack the same air content. Apples, on the other hand, are naturally engineered for lightness. Sweet, crunchy, and perfect for floating. They're science you can snack on. Some frogs give birth in a truly bizarre way. The gastric brooding frog, once native to Australia, would swallow its fertilized eggs and incubate them inside its stomach. During this time, the frog would stop producing stomach acid, turning its belly into a living nursery. When the tadpoles were ready, it would regurgitate live froglets out through their mouths. Sadly, this species is now extinct, but scientists are trying to revive it through de-extinction projects. It's one of the strangest reproductive methods ever discovered, equal parts gross and genius. You glow more than you think, but only in total darkness. The human body emits bioluminescence, a faint glow caused by metabolic reactions. This glow is about 1,000 times weaker than our eyes can detect, so we never see it. But using ultrasensitive cameras, researchers have found that people glow brightest in the late afternoon and evening due to increased activity in the mitochondria. The light comes from molecules reacting with free radicals inside your body. It's proof that humans emit light, even if it's invisible. At a molecular level, you're always shining. When threatened, sea cucumbers don't run. They eject their internal organs. This bizarre defense mechanism involves spewing out parts of their guts, which entangle or distract predators. The expelled parts can contain toxic chemicals or sticky threads, making it hard for the attacker to continue. It's gruesome, but effective. Amazingly, the sea cucumber doesn't die. It simply regrows the lost organs within a few weeks. This process is so fascinating that researchers are studying it for tissue regeneration in humans. In the ocean, even the softest creatures fight back with science. If you could scoop up a teaspoon of a neutron star, it would weigh about 6 billion tons. That's because neutron stars are the collapsed cores of massive stars where matter is so densely packed that protons and electrons merge into neutrons. These remnants are only about 12 miles wide but contain more mass than our Sun. The gravitational pull is extreme. Just a step on the surface would crush you instantly. This kind of matter is unlike anything else in the universe. It's the densest stuff known to science, and it's holding the mysteries of physics deep inside.